Alright, so when we last left off, you guys just finished off repelling the Sahuagin attack, and Chandra had completed the ritual that, unfortunately, wink wink, traded all of Killian's life to bring Rickety out of a coma.
That was nice.
Oh yeah, I left that detail out. Freaking AA Rick like fucking critted Cahoon. Or not Cahoon, freaking what was his name? Killian.
It was non-lethal damage.
I don't know, the hole in the ship says otherwise.
When you do enough non-lethal damage, it becomes lethal. You can only blackjack somebody until, you see bones.
Andre the Giant said in The Princess Bride, I didn't mean to bonk him so hard.
I don't know, I think your eyes lit up when you heard about PKing somebody.
So yeah, man, I totally forgot about the fact where you guys had to actually beat Killian up to take him in for the ritual.
That was the only part I didn't fast forward through. Because I had to freaking fast forward all of the stuff and just talk over it because I freaking screwed up the audio.
I totally fucking forgot that. I'm gonna have to go watch that in video just to remember what happened.
I mean, pretty much I just showed the end of it where he literally fucking crits the guy.
Crit punch to the dick.
Yep. Then the
Dick
rest.
crit to the punch.
Then the rest of it was just see how much poison we can fill AA Rick with.
So let's see. You guys fought off all the Swaggin. One got away.
Yeah, one got away. We took one prisoner who killed himself.
That's right. You guys did try to interrogate homie.
Yep. So that's some freaking jihad stuff in Sahuagin, apparently. Which, by the way, Kalar understands Sahuagin, so that's useful.
Look, man, you can't be friends with all the water people if you don't speak all the water languages.
There's the individual racial languages, those things are a pain.
I have our languages, blah, 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 blah.
Actually, I think I have some language slots open since my int went up. I might as well learn it.
Dude, I'll totally teach you water stuff.
I mean, I know Aquan already. I just don't know Sahuagin and whatever the other specific racial ones are.
Alright, so you guys, did y'all do the interrogation that night or the next day?
I think we did it that night, and then we...
Yeah, we ended at the end of the night or whatever. We were all...
Yep.
And not progressed to the next day.
Yeah.
Alright, I should really take better notes about this stuff.
It's all good. It's been 4 weeks.
Alright, so, yeah. So you guys wake up, and, it's the day directly after the attack.
Right. For people that have taken stat damage, it's 1 stat point per day of rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you make a heal check, and let me see here.
Let's see what a heal check is. I think it's survival.
Yeah, so you can you make a heal check for long-term care.
Right.
You're successful. The patient recovers double, so you recover 2 fucking ability points. 2 fucking ability points for 8 hours and 4 for a full day of rest.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that gives me a reason to go see AA Rick then. So, AA Rick, I'm going to do a survival check on you.
Oh, thank you.
27, I didn't make it.
So close.
Good enough.
But, so, AA Rick, you did pretty well, slicing things in half.
Well, it's one of the things I do.
Well, here's a question. How many things can you slice in half while you're dead?
Is that a trick question? I don't think you can slice anything in half.
That's right. So I'm wondering why you keep blocking with your face.
Well, I have this problem. When I get really, really angry, I don't think about blocking. I just think about chopping.
All right. Well, I got something for you. And I pull out the meteor hammer, which was, by the way, the meteor hammer was that fucking mace thing that like crashed into your chest and nearly murdered you.
Oh, awesome.
So I have that in hand. And here, catch.
Catch it.
So glad I didn't swing first. I give you
Roll the catch.
roll the catch. Where is it? I know I have it in here somewhere. Yeah, I do. I toss you a ring of protection +1. Put that on.
Oh, well, thank you.
Just put it on.
This will come in handy. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Shut up. On.
Being your assistant, sir. No, being your assistant. Alright, so I'm assuming your AC is going to go up by 1. Now, dodge. Ah, missed you. Well, I'm just gonna randomly say dodge every once in a while,
The
and
big dent in the side of your
I'm just
ship.
gonna swing this at you. And sometimes Spiff will say it in Elven, so you better be able to speak Elven. And if he says it, I'm gonna swing this at you, and your job is to dodge it.
Yeah, okay.
So this is gonna take care of 2 things. One is this weapon's kind of neat, and it's like a weird Eastern weapon apparently, and I don't know why underwater creatures had it, but I'm gonna go play with it now. But I'm still getting used to it. So I'm gonna get better with it by swinging it at you, and hopefully you'll either get better at dodging or you'll get tougher. Whichever comes first.
Gotta build them calluses up somehow.
So out of game, this thing's an exotic weapon, so I'm not proficient with it. So if you look highlight, I have a +1 to my modifier. So I have to roll pretty high to hit you in the first place. So good practice.
That just means that you're gonna like tell him to dodge at like the worst possible moment, and then you're gonna roll like triple 20 to kill him.
Hey, you already said that triple 20 doesn't kill PCs. But it'll crit him. He'll just feel it. Alright, so he recovered 4 stat points. Are you still down freaking... How badly poisoned are you still?
I have -6 after being healed.
Yeah, I guess 10, and I was right. Alright, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Aven's gonna wake up and scream really soon once he finds all the dead bodies that are in his freaking island. So
That's fair.
Once we figure out what's going on, I might hire Sandara services to help tend to you. Until then, dodge. All right, you're good for the moment. Hey, if you were raging, I would have hit you. Wait, no, I have to enlarge you and rage you, and I would have hit you. Man, this thing's hard to use.
If everything went exactly in my favor,
Watch
I could
out.
hit you. So
Oh, by the way,
watch
this thing
out.
has reach, so don't bother running. It's really, dude.
fancy.
I looked it up. I looked up the picture. It's like a Dynasty Warrior weapon. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna use it."
Like in my head, I just imagined it as since it was used by Swaggin. It's like a piece of like rusted out chain from like the sunken
Like
ship, tied to like
barnacles.
two fucking
Yeah, like a
pieces
giant
of,
barnacle
coral
shells and
or some
shit.
Yeah,
It makes me even want to use it even more now. All right. Well, I'll let you recover, and I'm guessing. Well, I'll wait until see what Aven does, I suppose. So that's it for me.
All right. So recovering that 4 is going to take all of Eric's day. He's got.
So
like,
you're saying I have a better chance of hitting him now?
Nothing, so that's his. Yeah, dude, he's totally prone. So he doesn't get dex AC and you get +4 to hit him.
Good shit.
Alright, so, Aven, you fucking come out of fucking honeymoon fucking Pornhub Bangland for the second time. And
Woo.
they're like, man, I've just been so tired from all this banging that I've been asleep forever. And then the captain of the guard comes up, Mr. Super Mustachio.
Super
What the fuck is his name?
Pistachio.
Mike
Oh,
the
yes.
mustache?
Royster.
Captain McClag. Good to see you. There was a bit of a problem last night. Some Sahuagin attacked. We repelled them from the tower easily. However, a fair number of the people in the camp were killed, and also 2 of our guards.
So, who attacked?
Sahuagin, the fishermen kind of looking things.
Huh. Dicks. And so we lost how many people?
2 of the guards, and I don't think I actually put a number on.
Civilian death.
It was
Yeah.
we spotted that it was the 2 guards that I don't know, they got slaughtered, and I the only thing I knew is that you said about the loss of other people is it wasn't going to affect our building because we were already pretty far along on that or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think we ever took a census of how many people are on the island, but enough to be notable, but not enough to impact anything.
Right.
Okay, so where are the wounded being treated anywhere? We have like a triage tent set up.
Yeah, we've the crews from the ships have been seeing to that.
All right, where's Ashera?
Last we saw, she was over in her portion of the camp or her ship.
Probably the camp.
We haven't really been looking for her, but we know she has a little magical hut in the camp that she stays at most of the time.
Magic huts.
Oh, also, I should inform you, Lord, that that old man that you brought here is awake. However, your first mate was sort of sacrificed, I guess, in a magical ritual. You'll have to ask to share. It's a little weird. Anyways.
Okay, you take one day off to bang, and everything shits. All right, thank you. I guess I'll go find Ashera. Who can explain to me why my first mate is not a person anymore?
I was about to say something along the lines of, when was he ever a person?
Oh, that's fair.
Well, I suppose you'll find me easily enough.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not like you're hiding
It's
from
not
me.
freaking Bender,
You're not Bender.
who is still missing. All right. Well, Lord Aven, it seems you're awake. How's your morning?
Yeah, that is. Well, so I walked out the door, and my guard tells me that there was an attack. Nobody got me. 2 guards died. Some civilians died. And, oh man, there was this. Oh yeah, my first mate got sacrificed for some reason.
But Chandra required assistance to revive Rickety Squibs. Or, actually, that's not his name. Rickety. And pretty much she just informed me that nobody liked Killian, including you. So we took care of that problem. And I believe your ship productivity has increased.
Oh.
Tyler sitting over on
Maybe.
a bench, just like playing with water. It's like, well, I mean, he wasn't supposed to die.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we weren't supposed to get attacked either. So that kind of just got in the way of things. So if everything had gone right, he would have died. He just would have been very unhappy. That
it wasn't a guaranteed kill, but
there
was a chance of death. And the interruption didn't help that any. By the way, you have a bunch of fisherman corpses on your island now.
Well then.
And they pretty much attacked from...
Subsequently, you have dinner
Indeed,
for a while.
if you like eating Cthulhu fishmen. But they seem to have attacked from practically multiple fronts. They pretty much went across the mountains on the far east side. I think they went into the freaking little cubby thing here and attempted to attack the tower and the dock. And yeah, your guards didn't do too well against them. Oh, and you're not going to like the next thing I'm going to tell you. Well, I got the good news and bad news. You want the good news first?
Okay.
Okay. Bad news is two guys showed up on two women showed up while we were fighting freaking Sahagwin from like a beam of light out of nowhere. You want the good news now?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the ocean.
Yes. That.
I figure you would care about that.
I appreciate.
I mean, it seems to make you it makes you distressed. So I wanted to point that out.
It's also. It's also. I guess when you say they came from a beam of light,
Correct.
I assume it's not the beam of light.
I haven't really asked them the details. It was kind of in the middle of fighting Sahagwin, and trying to push their forces back. So I didn't really ask them too many questions. But they did actually attempt to aid us. One is apparently some sort of caster that summons monsters or something, probably some sort of wizard, maybe. And the other one was some sort of monk. That or some sort of brawler. I don't really know much about martial arts myself. But, I mean, it's nothing new that Sahagwin sometimes attack, but this one was a pretty significant force. They were a lot tougher than ones I've encountered in the past. And all of them were geared up with potions and stuff, so it was like an actual, prepared force with, walking medkits, essentially. And they had some pretty skilled snipers as well. So I don't think this was a random event. This was a coordinated attack on this island for some reason.
So it sounds like we have to.
That would probably be,
beat up some fishmen.
wise, because while we did fend them off, if there's any situation where we're not at the island and they attack again, it's probably going to be game over for the island. Also, we took a prisoner, but he killed himself by freaking doing some Assassin's Creed, biting into a tooth and poisoning himself. Well, assassins sometimes, spies will sometimes have weird things like poison tooth that they can bite into to kill themselves. And he pretty much said something about being blasphemers or something in Sahagwin, and then killed himself. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I can try to figure out where they are at, though I'm not sure. I can't guarantee how successful I'll be. Chances are reasonably in my favor, but not entirely. I don't know any other sources that we could possibly ask besides maybe Lady Agasta, but I don't know if Lady Agasta really knows anything about nearby Sahagwins. But you can always ask your wife. Also,
Yeah, I could. I can also breathe water, so I
yeah,
could also
go for it. Speaking
poke around
of
the
breathing
local
underwater,
area, too.
these are fishmen, and there's a good chance this could be underwater. I'm well aware that you breathe underwater.
So
I'm
alright with
also
that.
aware that anyone else that you bring along probably cannot. That is an interesting idea.
Just cut gills into them. We take lungs now, gills come 2 days later.
But yeah, as for the two, well, beam of light people, they're probably in the village somewhere. I mean, there's a bunch of unoccupied tents now, so they're probably staying in one. Figure you probably eventually want to meet them.
Yeah, probably. So they came in through this beam of light and then fought off fish monsters.
Yeah, I think they did just necessity and... Well, just necessity, because they were kind of in the middle of a battlefield.
Do you know what...
They, like, we were balls deep fighting like 5 of them. These dudes just like... There was like a big blue glowing orb, and it was like... And then there they were.
Yep.
So I think they just kind of got stuck in the moment.
I think one of them was looking for Sarah Connor, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
This guy provides sound effects. I'm going to give him a promotion.
Well, that was probably Kalar. But yeah, I believe that's all that happened last night. You know, just a quiet night.
Just a little time. What a dick.
Yeah, it sucks being like, you know, a lord. Got all that responsibility now.
God, I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for this.
I demanded it.
Yeah, you technically did. You persuaded it.
Man, it's a good thing Kalar didn't win it, because we'd be boned. Or Killian, or whatever.
Yeah, Killian, because Kalar wasn't there. Dude, Kalar is freaking Lord of the Rock. That would be amazing.
God.
I would vote for him.
That's because he gives you high fives and follows you around like your shit don't stink.
Damn right. He's also, you know, really good in combat.
Punchy McLeader.
Punchy meat leader. Speaking of, I think we got the punchy person now.
Yep, I finally showed up.
Yay. But yeah, they're probably in Tent Town. You can figure out what to do with them. I figure you probably might be interested in the arcane one since you lost an arcane one.
Yeah, did you have a... Oh man, are we going to do the draft?
There's like 2 people, so...
Man, I hope I don't get picked last.
It'll be like picking teams in fucking high school, man.
Dude, it's 2 people, so if you ain't first or last...
Okay, Ricky Bobby.
Well, I mean, but in this situation, it's true.
This is true.
But yeah, sure. You know what? I'll just take you to the freaking tent. We'll go find these people. It's not like they got any place to run to.
Did you have a chance to talk to them at all?
Not really. I mean, everyone was pretty exhausted. I mean, well, not me and Kalar, but everyone else was pretty exhausted fighting, you know, fishmen and getting hit by harpoons and poison-tipped arrows. Oh, and this crazy this thing that's called like a meteor hammer. That's like, I don't know, something out of a weird Koei Tecmo game.
Oh man, I love Tecmo.
I can't really use it that well, but it's apparently a weapon from the east, so it's a lot more interesting than a longsword,
Right.
which I also can't use. So
what's the 3 and 4 on the map here?
those are the 3rd and 4th spots that are being cleared out by Chandra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1 and 2 have been cleared.
Woo!
Progress.
So, yay, progress on Dick Island. You want to go talk to these people with me, or you have other, like, pressing matters.
I'll show up with you just in case you want to do a draft.
Ooh, I love drafts.
You guys want to find him in the tent, so you want to invite him to the tower.
Ooh, power play. Invite him to the tower.
Sounds good. Hey, Kaylor.
Kyler's like, I can find him if y'all want to.
You read my mind. Good job, Kaylor.
Aha!
High five.
Get punches through the wall. Ah, fuck, I missed.
At least I can tank it. I'm strong enough now.
High five, shattered arm.
All right, so I'll walk with you to the tower, and Kaylor will go pick up those two.
Woo.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that requires your immediate pressing attention.
Yeah, just invading Fishman and Terminators coming from the future.
All right.
I hate
So,
Terminators.
Kaylor fucking heads off. So Sarah and Kyrie, you're hanging out in your newly vacant tent, still fresh with the smell of the person who died in it.
We removed the person's body, right?
Nope.
Oh yeah,
That is part of the feng shui.
But, so you're hanging out there, and Kyler comes by and say, "Hey, so Captain Aven, Lord Captain Lord of the island, is awake and has invited you to the Tidewater Tower there for a meeting, so he can get to meet you. So, wanna head on over or whatever? Cool."
What a great messenger.
Then he puts on his water elemental power armor and flies off into the night.
Freaking Super Mario Sunshine shit going on there.
I like that he was able to turn the morning into night to fly off into.
That's how awesome he is.
High five.
High fives.
Just high five the sun, put that bitch back into night mode.
Praise the moon.
We actually go to the interior of Tidewater
Oh,
Rock.
sweet.
User entered your channel.
Oh no, Satan!
More people showed up.
You called?
Yeah. Alright, so
Woo, so fancy. Bleep blorp.
It's exactly how we left it.
Neat and not dead.
Yep.
I forgot how tiny this room was.
Oh, yeah. Should just stuff it full of all the NPCs.
She is Royster McClag.
Yeah. Oh, God. Whoa, that was impressive. It's either I lagged or you were really quick on clicking and dragging.
I think that's pretty quick.
Gotta have the main guest here. Good old Spiff.
Spiffy spaceman.
Spiff. Greatest
And
raven ever
Eric
there
is
was.
sleeping in somewhere. Alright. So, Taylor meets you guys over at the base of the tower, knocks on the door, guards open it, let you in. The first floor is mainly packed dirt and stone walls. And then off to the side, right here, there's a little rickety ladder that leads up to this level. And he pretty much takes you through the guard quarters, through the forge workshop area, up to these stairs, up here, past the kitchen, past the shitter, which is right here, in the open. So if you got to make a poo in the tower, you got where everybody can see you. Just a reminder. And then eventually further up the stairs to the very cramped conference room with the only window upon which Spiff is currently sitting. Around the table, you see a sheriff from last night. There's Caller. There's an old dude with one missing eye and one missing arm. Looks like he's just woken up from a pretty rough fucking sleep. A human chick with some like dreadlocks and bushes in her hair or something that's very obviously druid. And then a raven sitting in the window, fucking doing a 1-2 step. All right, so you guys are sitting there. Kyler walks in with these two women. They can kind of describe themselves to you.
And there's Bonder.
And there's a midget dancing tape.
Bonder, Bonder, Bander.
New people, this is when you need to introduce yourself in your descriptions.
Oh, okay. Shit, I can't remember the Kalor opening in the bio, or not the Kalor, the Killian one.
Oh, yeah. Well, it
I
changed.
still don't have spells. What the fuck?
Eventually, just changed the fuck off Bill and Brian.
Yeah, I thought that was his whole description.
Yeah, no, it still is. Fuck off Brian and Bill.
Yep.
In like all caps bold.
Yeah, and
Man,
bolded.
classic.
I'll eventually have to get the rundown on exactly what happened.
All right, so at the head of the table, you see blue guy, average height, dark blue, black hair, and blue eyes, and the skin is about the color of the deep ocean. And he stands up, greets you. Says, I am Lord Captain Aven. Captain Aven, Lord. What did I say I was doing? Lord Captain Aven.
Yeah, I believe you just did that.
And I hear you guys helped out with the attack last night?
Yep.
Right? It
Yep.
was last night? Yep. And we were just trying to get to know your motives and where you came from.
Well, not really sure how we got here. Just the I don't remember his name, her name, whatever.
You don't remember your comrade's name?
It was a long day at work. I just remember Kari touching me. We were under attack. She touched me, and we ended up on this island. And yeah, there were little fish folk attacking, and well, you guys seem to be the better team to work with. So because you weren't trying to kill us, so here we are.
You hear that, Kalar? We're the better team.
Yay!
I mean, I like people who don't try to kill me.
The morning's young yet. They still might try.
So far, so good, though.
Oh, please. I wouldn't try.
Oh, God, I keep coughing and dying. All right, continue.
Well, I suppose. How? So you were on a ship? Is that what you told us? And then you apparently teleported onto an island?
We were on the Festering Wound, and when we were set upon by a what ended up being a Chelish warship that was not dressed as one when we first came upon it. It had new weapons on it that we've heard rumors of. the ship was called the Infernus, I believe, when what I caught before we left. Seeing that our ship was sunk and most of our crew was wiped out, I attempted to cast a teleportation scroll without a distinct location in mind, and while in combat, so it kind of randomly put us in the closest safe place nearby, is what I'm assuming, and thus we ended up in the middle of your island.
I wouldn't call that a safe place. We ended up in the middle of a fight.
The spell
But you
doesn't know
lived.
that when I cast it, but it was a better fight than the one we had.
True, we weren't on fire and drowning.
I thought it was a plus.
So what was the name of the ship that you apparently got attacked by?
It was the Infernus was the markings on it after it dropped its ruse as being something else.
Fancy. Wes, is there anything I can roll for figuring out if I've heard of the Infernus? Would it be local?
You do local history.
Alright, local's
Yeah.
my best. 25.
Though you've not heard of it specifically, you do recall that you heard while back in Blood Cove that the Dominator was sporting some fancy new cannons, and it would make sense that any other Chelish warships in the area may also be sporting such new fandangled murder machines.
Oh, nice.
The ship itself doesn't have enough of a storied history to stand out, but the Infernus is a name in keeping with Chelish tradition.
Well, Chelish have been they've definitely been putting forth more effort with their military in the area, so I guess it makes sense that you probably got attacked by something big and possibly has cannons. So,
I've been attacked by ships with cannons. These weren't cannons.
Fantastic.
Or they're really big cannons. One of the two. It just basically turned the festering wound into a popped blister more than anything.
I get it. Alright. Well, I don't really have any other questions. Got anything, Lord Captain Aven?
Nope.
Well, I guess then the question is, what do you wish to do with these two that just suddenly appeared on our island?
Well, I guess we will take them on. They've already proven themselves in combat. Be right back on.
Goes into the public bathroom.
I'll go poop out in the hallway.
That's the best place to poop.
He just leaves out the window.
Me.
Sorry about that. I fucking dog. Drink out of the goddamn toilet while you were talking to me, and I heard it. Distracted me.
That's why I closed the lid to my toilet, so that the dogs don't drink out of it.
I don't know why you guys have problems with it. It restores like 5 health apparently in Fallout.
Yeah, but don't you get radiation sickness?
Yeah, but that's who cares about that?
Yeah, you just take your anti-rads and you're good.
I know, right?
Ugh. Dumbass dogs.
Well, if we're taking them on, do you want both of them on your crew, or how do you... Do either of them interest you? You can ask them what they can do, I suppose. I've already told you what I've seen, at least.
You have. And I really just need the arcane caster. But a punchy puncher guy could be cool, too. And you do have Eric and giant puncher, Killian.
I'm a fairly adept sailor, and I work with armor and crafting of magical items, so I can be useful.
See, puncher.
You will be our tank.
Arms, weapons. Everybody's got arms, and those arms need weapons.
All right, so you wish to take both of them onto your crew? I mean,
Yes, unless you have any objections to that.
I have no issues with it.
There's another captain here. All right, cool. Welcome to the Siren Song.
Play the
Who
join party
picked
music.
This name.
So it's like
Some jerk before me.
a legendary
Yes,
jerk.
it wasn't
And apparently,
bad luck, I
there's a
didn't
whole
change
lot.
it.
There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into changing the name, so I can't just do it because
A
reasons.
jerk that realized that he's been told it was normal weather like 4 or 5 times in the videos.
Hey, he was thick.
I'm impressed that you at least watched them all and actually learned about it.
Yeah, let this be a lesson. Don't ever make me in charge.
We knew that lesson a long time
That
ago.
lesson was duly remembered.
But
But it was still entertaining.
was
to
worth
do
it.
so.
10 out of 10 would do again.
Not this year, but maybe next year.
not this campaign. It's suffered enough. Will be the next one.
Well, lucky for you, fucking Chandra's like, well, hey man, so Rickety here, and Rickety's like, I'm so tired. Why do I only have an eye and one arm? Oh god. But Rickety, once we bring him back around a bit here, and your dry dock is finished, you should be able to get that thing squibbed up straight away.
I could probably help out with that too. I know a few things about crafting
Change
ships.
the siren song to like the floating dildo boat or whatever it is you think would be a
Like
good
the
name.
song Siren. Or whatever the hell that Cahoon was going to name it. Which was that?
I was gonna name it something Spanish and cool.
The floating jockstrap.
Yeah,
Just
but
call
in
the ship. Just call the
Spanish.
ship Consequences. Because that's what everyone suffered on that ship.
Oh man,
Oh, that was pretty good.
I'm pretty sure I've seen
Oh,
that
yeah,
episode of
freaking- Kay and Peele.
or Black. I don't know, Black Mirror, Twilight Zone. Everybody who inherits this dies.
It's like,
That won't happen to me.
did some
2
bad
weeks
things, stole
later.
from people, and the next thing I know it, I had AIDS. Then I was fired out of a catapult. Consequences, guys. Well, while that's still being built, and you got your new party members, you got your little join party music going. I guess that means, yeah, I know, right? They're the best.
Ooh, I love
As long as
party
you don't get like a
music.
dumb bard or something. But
Dude, bards are the worst.
well, I guess the next question is: does anyone know any of nearby Sahagwin? I don't even know what the term is, like outpost or whatever the hell they have, settlements around that area. Pretty
Jar
much.
Jar
And
Binks things.
I could try asking the ocean, but the ocean might not have an answer for me. That and it'll take a day or so. You mean
You
Kaelor?
mean Killian? Kaelor?
Oh, we have a bunch of
I
A's.
can't read
If
all
that
these
helps you.
Ks together.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for
Well,
lumping me in
one
with
of them's
AA,
me,
Rick.
and the rest are Eric.
Should have picked more K
There's a
names so
reason
you
they
can,
didn't pick K or
obviously
anything.
have 3 Ks.
Yeah, but if
Wait,
we
my
all chose
my
A and
mind's just
K
been
names,
blown.
we could rename the group the AKs. And
My mind's just been blown.
we may
Bender
root
actually has a
around
real
and
picture,
shit,
and
but
not
we
just
are
Bender.
still effective, sort of.
I see it. It looks like some sort of rogue.
What? No, he doesn't. Shut up. Fake news.
Holy shit, he does.
All I see is Bender.
It's under the characters, not the actual map. I thought you were just in denial.
Oh. Wait, no.
Yep. Alright, well, besides that, I'm pretty sure whatever attacked us probably is in the ocean, so there's that thing about breathing underwater that might be something we'll have to figure out if...
Dude, I'm so good at breathing underwater.
A good portion of the group probably can breathe underwater at this point, but not everybody.
Humans aren't so good at it. Remember, we teleported so that we wouldn't drown.
Yeah, but if you expose yourself a little bit, you build up immunities, like smallpox and drowning.
Just drown yourself a little bit every day. Eventually adapt. I can brew a potion that can grant water breathing, but it's essentially the top tier of potions, because potions go up to 3 tiers, and they're expensive. But I can craft them. I can craft 1 potion a day.
Well, I do have some sweet undying technology that will help us take potions underwater.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember if Wes actually decided any rules for drinking potions. I think we looked that up, and I think it's actually okay to drink underwater.
According to the rules, like straight up verbatim,
right?
There's no actual ruling on it. However, there are items introduced later on, official items.
That stupid sponge.
Like the stupid potion sponge.
Yeah. That's what I have a bunch of those, because I'm an Undyne. And it was like, here, take potion sponges. And I was like, that's a good idea, because we're in the water.
So those items and several other around lead to the kind of point to the fact that drinking potions underwater isn't supposed to be
even though you can do it in real life.
But, yeah. So, like, across the forums, it's pretty much split. Some people are like, yeah, you can do it. Some people are like, no, you can't.
Yeah. I mean, how many potions... How many...
I
mean, the fact that
at least, I forget if I said it on
at least Aven has sponges, so at least that kind of solves the issue. How many sponges do you have? Just one.
Give me just a second.
Right.
Well, no, I bought multiples. I'm not a dick. I'm a captain. It just happens to be a dick.
I mean, with water breathing potions, it's not a big deal. It's the healing potions that probably people want to be interested in, for staying alive and all that. One other potion I can also craft is one that allows you to have a swim speed underwater, or it'll buff your an existing swim speed, which can make moving underwater a lot easier. But same thing, it takes me a day to make a potion. And those potions are actually a little bit cheaper. Or quite a bit cheaper, actually. So how many sponges you got?
Give me a little...
You're still trying to find them.
Let's calm down.
He had to take up to count.
Yeah. I have 5 of them.
Okay, that's not too bad. Also, certain spells may not work underwater, so that's something to be aware of ahead of time, too. So, something to prepare for if we do start going into this underwater adventure of doom.
Underwater adventure, fine.
It'll be pretty entertaining. The other issue is, of course, light, which I have a light spell, and I'm pretty sure your other new caster probably has a light spell. I hope she does.
I have blind sense as long if something's touching the same body of water as me. So
Yep. But once again, other people.
Well, you're a captain. You got to think of the shortcomings of the crew. Da 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 da.
Hey, you should have just went with an all Undyne crew,
Should have.
or also Hogwen.
But no
It's
one
not-
else wants to build Undynes.
It's probably not too late for him to do it.
Well, in any case, actually, I'll go ahead and ask freaking Chandra if she knows anything about any nearby Sahagwin, well, forces, I suppose. Any large groups of Sahagwin in the area.
You guys can knowledge local.
Okay, I'll do that too.
That would probably be the most appropriate at the moment.
Okay. So if we can't find it, I'm gonna have to do divinations, and that's gonna, and even that,
That could be fun.
yeah, if I get past the percentile check, sure. Why am I in the? Why,
Can you?
I think it's 77% right now. It's my chance. It also costs money to cast, so it's not something I exactly want to spam.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I in the spell page? Freaking, where's my skills? Skills. I forgot entirely how to use this character sheet. Alright, where is knowledge local? 29. Go Bender.
Way to go, Bounder.
He's got more local than I do.
All the best places to loot.
Best places to loot, underwater. It's because robots don't need to breathe underwater.
But they do have to worry about rusting.
Not, well, maybe with that
So,
attitude.
between the two of you, you think of several different tribes there that have been known to inhabit the Shackles area. However, the closest to you is still a ways away.
Hmm.
Do-do-do-do.
Did any of the dead bodies have anything that would signify what clan they came from?
Unfortunately, no.
That's against the Geneva
They're
Convention,
all
man.
pretty. Yeah. So there's several that live. If you look at that,
Got it.
if you look at the Shackles map,
Yep, I see it.
so you guys are the very southern point, the little arrow archipelago there.
Yep.
Tidewater Rock is on the tip of that little arrowhead archipelago facing the ocean.
Yeah.
The other major tribes of Swagan that are known are you see that large island there directly north of you, Motaku Island.
Right, yeah.
There's one that lives in the archipelago off to the west coast of that.
Okay.
There's some that live further west on the archipelago's the very western fringes,
I see.
and to the north, if you see go directly north of Mataku Island, way out there, you see that one little span of islands that kind of sticks out further, a little loop.
Right, yeah, I see.
There, another large tribe is known to inhabit those areas.
I see.
Those are just the largest tribes. So there could be multiple smaller ones, but this one is clearly one of the larger ones, given the force was able to send out after you.
Gotcha. Well then. my guess will probably be the closest one, but who knows with these freaking fishmen. I could try doing a divination to ask what tribe attacked us, but like I said, there's a chance of failure. And I don't have it memorized right now.
Yeah, but I believe in you.
Well, alright. Well, I could take... I'm assuming this thing's going to be underwater because it's a fucking fishman. I can take care of my crew. I'll be taking along that will, with water breathing. How do you want to handle taking care of Bender and the others?
God, and the water breathing potions are so expensive.
They're expensive, but they do last
Right.
hours, so it's just one for each of them.
How much are the potions?
They're tier 3, so you're looking at 900 gold a pop. Yeah, it gets exponentially more expensive with every tier higher. I'll have to look up the freaking other potion. I can also do slipstream, which is it's not water breathing, but it makes you go faster underwater and actually gives you a swim speed, which Wes can tell you how swimming without a swim speed works.
I don't have to worry about that. I'm an Undyne.
I know.
But again, everyone else.
Right.
So having a swim speed, why is beneficial? So without a swim speed, while in or underwater, you have to spend at least one move action every round making a swim check. If you for any reason cannot make that swim check, or choose not to, then one, not only can you not move, you also gain the unbalanced or off balance condition. Which, give me 1 second.